Call the police immediately.
I don't get it.
No idea what you're talking about. Yes? Hello? Hi, stranger.
I want ham and eggs and flapjacks with lots of butter and syrup and coffee. I'll take the coffee now.
Why have you come with me? Rain.
Where's my dough?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How we doing out there, vibrant ones? It's again your boy Chuck Allen and Uncle Freezie coming to you live. Vibrant ones, how you doing this morning? Salute Adele Chapman, Unc in the back taking care of some things real quick. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, man. What's in your cup this morning, ladies and gentlemen? There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Ain't no guessing. What Chuck got in his glass this morning, sparkling water, of course. This is black cherry sparkling water. Also got me a nice little fruit bowl in front of me, or a little mangoes and oranges. So what's going on? DSJ, salute, R&B sensation. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I woke up this morning happy to start a spring morning, and it's 28 degrees outside. Freezing. What's going on with the weather? Man, we got to do something. I don't know, global warming or whatever is going on. I'm telling you right now, I ain't with it. I'm ready to come up out of these winter clothes, put on some short sleeve shirts. Down south, you guys are probably experiencing some nice warm weather. Yeah, man. Exactly, GSJ. She did not get the memo, man. And what's wild is um I think later on today, around about 4 o'clock, they said it's supposed to get up to 70 degrees. If that's true, man, we got a long way to go right now. We got a long way to go here in the city right now. But yeah, man. So are you guys sick of hearing about Chris Rock being slapped? Like, everybody who's anybody is talking about that. Like, I saw clips of sports shows. I didn't watch them. I just saw, read the headlines, and I'm like, wow, they're talking about this? Man, maybe I'll hold my question for relationship corner. But you know what? I'll ask it now. I'll ask it now. Um can being could being connected to the wrong person destroy everything you built, like your legacy? Could being be linked to the wrong person? The only reason why I asked that question is that um we talked about it briefly the other day when it happened. And I really don't I don't want to go into it, but my question is just like, when is enough enough? Like, when do you say, yo, like, this situation is more than what I'm sacrificing? Like, the reward is not as great as the sacrifice. Like, I don't feel like it's an equal exchange. Um, because to me, like I said the other day, I think that um, that was like the straw, that joke, and then the look from her was like the straw that broke the camel's back, and my man just let his emotions get the best of him. I've definitely been there, allowing my emotions get the best of me, and doing things that in hindsight I wish I didn't do. Um, but because all the things that he's been through, like from that weird table talk, red table talk joint that he did with his wife, um, just just in that was disrespectful. Like, she didn't just come out and like, yo, I did what I did. It was an entanglement. Then this dude doing a press run, dropping songs, and like this stuff is out in the ether. And then here goes a comedian being a comedian, and then you just like, man, F it. Like, a BI needs to be slapped, and I guess you know our boy Chris Rock was the B that needed to be slapped, which I did. Anyway, I'm done with that. Like, that's all I wanted to say about that, because I was like, yo, they're talking about it on ESPN. They're talking about it on Fox Sports. Boomer, and I don't even know who the other guy is. My apologies, but they were talking about it. They interviewed Jim Carrey. I was like, yo, this is like, dang. And so when that's not on the lips of everyone who has an opinion, um, we have the situation in the Ukraine. Um, it's unfortunate what's going on out there. Um, I'm not going to touch too much on that, only because I know how touchy politics and things can be. Um, Definitely a divisive conversation, but we're definitely praying for the innocent people over there, making sure that these people are safe. Yeah, man. Um, so yeah, man. Woke up this morning feeling good. Went outside and was like, yeah, it was brick. Oh man. Yo, what's good, my man? Soul Finger number 12. Yo, S Brooklyn. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Yeah, man. Um, anyone ever heard that a song, you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. When you're dealing with, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, a romantic relationship, but maybe a business um partnership or friends. When does when is enough like enough? How many chances do you give someone that constantly puts you in awkward positions? I'm just saying, man, like everybody is still everybody is still talking about that one. Like I don't even know who was nominated for anything else. I don't know who won anything else. Um, Everybody just wants to talk about that one thing. I can't. Yeah. Salute Adele. Um, but yeah, back to my question. Back to my question. Like when do you decide like yo, I can't keep doing this right here. Like this is not productive. Um, I'm losing way more than what I'm gaining. Yeah, Soul Finger, man. Like if anything, what happened that night is a clear example of um a bunch of a bunch of things happening at one time. Like a culmination of just stuff. The perfect storm, so to speak. And it all coming to a head in a very public forum. Like stuff like that happens all the time. It's just that we got a chance to see that uh in real time because it was on one of the biggest nights in in media, and all eyes was pointed in that direction for that to happen. Um all because a brother like been getting kicked in the nuts for a minute and um had to deal with it until he just couldn't deal with it anymore. And I'm like, dang, bro, like I know I'm not married, so maybe the married folk can school me on some stuff. Like in a situation like that, like how do you like just when do you say enough is enough? Like, yo, I can't keep putting myself um through this emotional roller coaster because again, like it's costing you more than what is actually instead of being a benefit. I hear you, Soul Finger, but when do you start loving yourself? Because you might love that other person like that, right? Clearly he does, right? To do something like that, and even if he didn't do it in that way, and it would have happened backstage, like everyone in hindsight is saying, like, yo, you should have pulled him aside when he was all like, yo, I didn't like what you were saying. Whoop de whoop whoop de whoop. I mean, that's fine, but um, what happened happened. Right, wrong, however anyone feels, but to still be talking about it and people making breakdown videos, and now he's being psychoanalyzed by people with degrees and then a whole bunch of people without. Um, when do you look over and be like, yo, it ain't worth it? Yeah, man. You gotta. I agree. I agree with that. Like his pride was smashed Soulfinger. Um, and that's why that happened. Like I said, that happens every day here in this world, man. Like people be going through. Like you never know what people are going through. Um, I was at a point in my life where I didn't really I don't care what you're going through. Toughen up. I don't care. Um, and having that kind of attitude always, ran into that, brick wall, so to speak. And, I got tired of, my head ramming into the wall because I was not understanding like, yo, people go through things and it might not be about the sneakers. Yeah, the sneakers is just the straw that broke the camel's back. Like you don't know how that person got to that point. But the fact that you stepped on these sneakers and I apologize, my dude. Like I ain't see you, my fault. But there's nothing that you can say in that moment um to stop the avalanche that is coming. You know, like to start an avalanche, like you don't need a whole lot. It could be the slightest of things to have all that snow coming down the mountain. And then how do you stop it? You know, taking it off you know, Will and Chris, just as two people in a public space and something happens uh where someone goes what we believe is over the top. And you're like, yo, like it can't be that like, yo, I didn't mean it like that. But they ready to go there. But in those situations, we don't know the backstory and we don't really, care to understand what it is. I'm going to meet your aggression with aggression. You know, um, yeah, man. I just, yeah. Salute, Quiet Money. Reading the chat. Um, Soulfinger says regular cats in the streets. Someone filming it and putting that joke on World Star. Absolutely, man. And then it spins out of control because then that cycle just continues. Someone gets knocked out on World Star, they get ridiculed by everyone because everyone's seen it. The people that know them, the people that don't know them, but judge them based on the footage that they seen on World Star, got something to say. Um, Now in this person's mind, taking such a beating, verbally has now bruised their, what I'm saying, bruised their soul. Like how now they got to get some type of retribution. You feel me? Um, and now lives is lost. Like the fortunate thing, was that things didn't escalate in that particular situation um with those men. But we know how it goes when you talk about being, on the streets or in the streets. Like, people ain't trying to back down. Like, they're not trying to uh turn the other cheek. Like, I know what's his name got his jokes. Like, people got their jokes and all that stuff, but you in front of everybody, like, it wasn't backstage somewhere. That was in front of the whole world to see 10,000 times a day. Like, what's he gonna do? Let me ask this question. What if somebody slapped it out of you? And not even because you made a joke or anything. I mean, just walked up and just slapped the. What would you do? Soul finger. What if? I mean, for no good reason. Fire. Quiet money. You having it? Somebody slapping you? Like, and I mean in front of everybody. Yes, indeed. Furniture moving. But you see what I'm saying? Like, yo, my like, nah, man. As a man, I can't let that ride. Um, I know what it appears like. Like, yo, he a sucker, yo. Word. I feel you. I feel you. As Brooklyn, like, squaring up is the only thing that can. Personally, I would have rather been punched in the face. You punch me in the face. You punch me in the face. You knock me out. Nah, it is what it is. But I got slapped. Maybe he understood. Maybe he understood. Like, yeah, I told this joke. Yeah, um, it wasn't crazy, but yo, this dude's been getting murdered. Salute sub. Yeah, man, like slapping, man. And so I've been talking on that point for a minute about just like, how do you? But he was put in that position because, and this is just me, like so many other people who are unqualified to be making uh assessments of other people's uh mental status and you know but man, just yo man, just imagine, yo. Every day your significant other is talking about someone they had a crush on because they were never together, but they had she had a crush on them. Right, writes this dude yo, it's been 25 years plus, maybe 30. Let me see, 96, 26 years. Yo, the side dude made a song and then went on a press run with the blow by blow. and now you up here getting it from every angle. And as long as this cat's been famous, as long as this cat's been famous, he ain't never been in the press like that for this. Man, that celebrity thing, man, is that fame, being in the spotlight, having that situation magnified the way it is, and then now examined under a microscope um, by a lot of unprofessional eyes. That's just, man, that's difficult. Last thing I'm gonna say about this, um, and then we can move on because I'm looking at the time like yo, I spent 26 minutes talking about how I didn't want to talk about it. But you can't, yo, man, you can't have, yo, that's it's everywhere, and that's infuriating because I feel bad for both parties involved. I feel bad for Chris because like yo, he was doing what he does. Um, Even I pointed out like yo, he took the little shots at her before or whatever. But I'm thinking like these people are um friends or at least acquainted. You, you know uh but he got slapped in front of everybody. Then restrained himself from doing anything to further escalate the situation. Um, you can call him scared, or you know, or you could say he had restraint. Either way, it didn't go. It didn't go there, right? Because it would have been worse to have them two brothers salute those two brothers, like making it look like the Source Awards. Like that would have been crazy.
Yeah,
And
that'd have been crazy.
I feel bad for Will because just to be in that situation, um, and to end this, this little topic. When do you look at that situation, that relationship, and be like, yo, and I know I've been talking about the Smiths for a minute, but I'm not talking about them. But I'm just saying in general, when do you look at that situation and be like, yo, it's not worth it, man. Look what I'm doing. Look how it's making me feel and how I'm acting. I done had blockbuster movies. I done had absolutely turds of movies. Uh, Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
But
Did you say Worldwide West?
Wild Wild West.
Oh, okay. All right. Either way, both of them are flop. Either way, I got you.
It's just like that was the most like negative press he's ever had, and then here we go to there's a war going on, and this has more press than the war.
Yeah. Like
So
my
that's
man
it.
Prodigy said, there's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You know?
Um, yeah, I'm trying to scroll the chat. Yeah, man. You can we could jump to anything else that you want to talk about. I kind of went off on a little tangent. Um,
No, Chuck, not you.
Yeah,
Not you.
man, me, man.
The tangent patrol didn't get you, man, did they?
Oh no, man.
They
Not
didn't give
today.
you a topic and let you run off in a direction by yourself, did they?
I mean, yeah. And here's the thing. I said I wasn't going to talk about it. Like it was because I was getting annoyed of everyone who has something that there are people who have breakdown videos of body language and someone going through the whole backstory of all, and I'm like, but this stuff happens all the time, man. Like situations like that happen all the time. Like like okay, dude is with his girl and like because he don't want to hear her mouth, he let her put on what she want to put on. But with every step, she got to pull her dress down because if she keep walking, it's going to keep rising up, right?
Keep rising to the top.
The top is not equipped to handle all of the packaging that's in there, and it looked like it's about to pop out. And now you got to walk through a bunch of dudes going to the club. You're going to the club. You ain't even get in the club. This is the parking lot to the front door. And then here goes God dog. She got a donkey. Man, look at
Yeah.
that thing over there. Like,
Ooh-wee. Yeah. That been
now,
me sometimes too. That been me sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. That been me sometimes. Like, Claude, have mercy. You know what I'm saying? That been me. That been me. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you gotta be the confident dude, right? Like, nah, but yeah, that's right. You know what I'm saying? I got the shorty. Now you get to the door. Hey, yo, my man, you don't gotta be frisking her like that. Like, come on, man. Like you going overboard. Like you trying to, y'all good. Now you're in there.
yeah.
She is standing in front of you. And some dude walks up to her, yo, you want to dance?
Yeah.
Now you gotta break somebody's nose. Now you gotta break somebody's nose. And
Yo, why you gotta break
everybody you gotta separate their eyeball from the socket
Chuck, why
because
you gotta
like
Chuck
my man, like you
Chuck
gonna be that
Chuck chooses
disrespectful.
violence.
But I painted that picture to say that like just in the process of getting there, all of the things that I had to endure, right?
Right.
Like she gotta pull, like she's shimmying it down every few steps because every step she take it goes up. Like if she jump, I'm afraid like they just gonna fall out.
Hey Chuck, I ain't gonna lie to you, Ron. I ain't gonna lie to you. And listen, I have my share of haters, right? I listen online, like this space that we're in right now. I have my share of haters, and in real life, walking the streets, I have my share of haters. Um, and in this space, I have my share of haters because I'm like the I am like everybody uncle. Like I try to show everybody love in these spaces. And what happens is when some people get love and others don't get the amount that they feel like they need, they like, oh, Uncle Freezie, yeah, he a backstabber. Why? Because I didn't give you a virtual hug. You know what I'm saying? Right? I say that to say this, Chuck. I say that to say this. Right? When I be with Mo, like Mo will put on some stuff and she'll be like she can't help, like Mo was born with like the Betty Boop thing. You know what I'm saying? You remember Betty Boop?
Yes, sir.
No? Okay. So Mo was born with the Betty Boop thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I walk
Okay.
with her, it'd be like dudes will be looking or whatever. It don't bother me, Chuck. Like dudes, like now, like dudes are asked, like dudes, like I'll be somewhere and they'll be like, golly, girl, yo, you mind? Hey, can we get it? Can we, you know what I'm saying? You mind dancing? Mo ain't really no dancer, right? Mo ain't like, you know what I'm saying? She ain't get ready, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I don't mind her dancing with like another dude. That don't bother me. Cause I already know when this joint is over, she getting in the car with me. We going back to the same place and all that stuff. Now, where things will make me, you know what I'm saying, cross this line or whatever, is when people are like disrespectful, you know what I'm saying, to her, to me, or to us together. Right? Like when dudes like be trying to grab her and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Is she cordial enough to be like, yeah, easy, we'll dance with her, calm down, keep that distance. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
right.
So stuff like that don't bother me, right? A lot of stuff don't, because I am kind of overly secure. Like I don't have no reason. I have no reason. Or look at me, man. I'm not handsome and all this stuff. I'm not charismatic and all this stuff like you be seeing dudes on the internet be, right? So with me, I have no reason to be overly like confident or whatever. But I am. I ain't gonna lie. Right? So when dudes be looking at my chick, I was like, to me, that's validation. Like, yeah, look at that Mo, like they gonna eat her. These boys got their knife and fork out with that. You know the cartoon where they put the thing around their neck and they have a knife and fork. You know what I'm saying? You know, so to me, that make me feel, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We straight. And Mo is kind of like the same way with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? When we be coming up, like, hey, Uncle Freezie, how you been? Man, I ain't seen you since, you know, they be like making up some small talk. Mo would just maintain her distance. She trusts that I ain't going out the way to say nothing greasy. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're going. I guess it's about perspective. Maybe if I lived in Brooklyn or Queens, I wouldn't feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes, this is my shit. You know, I always got to throw a jab at Queens, New York, right? I got to throw a jab at Queens. But dudes from Queens be acting like it's a war every day. Like they be taking their little daughter to pick flowers and they be taking the Roscoe with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We out here picking these flowers, and you know what I'm saying? I'm just bringing the heat, you know what I'm saying? Just in case, you know what I'm saying? So, bro, y'all just picking flowers in the park, bro. Why you need 3 guns and you got your 4-year-old baby girl? Y'all just picking flowers in the park. You know, that's Queens. That's Queens dudes. You know what I'm saying? Queens dudes be Queens dudes be like Queens dudes be like, yo, I know I'm just going to the mailbox, but I'm gonna take this machete with me just in case. Yeah, like, bro, you just checking the mail, man. Come on, calm down. But anyway, I say that, man, to say this. In that scenario that you mentioned, I understand in that scenario things can be a little bit dangerous because you don't really want your girl to be like, you want her to be center of attention, but not center of negative attention. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And negative attention can go in a number of directions. Like A dude could be just saying that to that lady just because he don't like Chuck Allen. Like, yeah, I ain't never liked Chuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go over here and smack his girl in the butt and see what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? It could be that. It could be that. Or it could be like, yo, I don't know this fool, but this girl, his girl fine. I'm gonna see him. He bring her out here. He must be putting on display or something. He must not know who I am. Or it could be that situation, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, I don't know them, whatever. Maybe they just together. Maybe they just coming out to the club together. Maybe they like my man with the 2-300s. You know what I'm saying? They just friends. They just hanging out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I gotta check and see because she fine. I gotta at least test the waters. You know what I'm saying? But you never know. You know, it could be a bunch of scenarios. It could be, man, listen, it can be a bunch. Personally, I only take Mo to parties and stuff, parties that I'm familiar with the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, because for what it could be a number of different things. Like for one, chicks is dangerous too, not just dudes. Right?
Very so.
Yeah, chicks from Brooklyn. It's like they like dudes. They got razors and they what?
Nah, not anymore, man. This ain't the 90s.
Nah, man. What?
Yeah, man, not the 90s no more, man.
Yo, if there is there anybody in here from yo, I need to see somebody from Brooklyn or Queens. If you from Brooklyn or Queens, New York, man, put a thumbs up in the chat. If you from Queens, put all your guns down and put a type thumbs up in the chat.
Let's do
yeah.
We're gonna have to talk about this New York hate here. Is this the Jersey City talking, or is this the South talking?
Nah, this is the perception of people from certain boroughs. Like for instance, my family is from the Bronx. I have family in the Bronx, Long Island. I know a few people from Jamaica, Queens, I think, somewhere. I know a few people from Brooklyn. My auntie Num was raised in Brooklyn, and I was in the military with some guys and his wife. Yo, why every Jamaican girl named Suzette? Is that a real thing? Every Jamaican girl I met, she like, yo, my name's Suzette. Is it? That's like me and my mans. Every time we go somewhere, we like make up names. Like we gonna be a group. like we in a spot or something. Like we in Philly in a club. They like, hey, what's your name? My name Tony. What's his name? His name Tony. Well, what about your boy? What's his name? Tony. We Tony. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Yo, I'm serious, yo.
That's sauce right there, There's no way. There's no way that worked. No one ever.
It still worked.
No one goes. Let me see your driver's license.
Nah, man. What you serving drinks? What you human resources? I ain't showing you my ID. What you them boys? You patting us down? What's happening? We got some warrants? That's what I be. No, not you, Chuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying in general. You know what I'm saying? Like people, like when people ask me, they ask me, like, yo, ain't no way, Uncle Freezie, ain't no way your auntie, your favorite auntie calling you Uncle Freezie. Like, who are you? You them boys? You serving warrants? You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, just, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, so Chuck, I understand where you coming from with the attention aspect of it, but what I'm getting at, what I'm getting at is sometimes it's perspective. Sometimes you got to know the room. You got to know your environment.
Right.
Sometimes it's just people, like sometimes people will just have an axe to grind. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, I'll take two people out of the chat. It's me, you, Hardwell, and D'Angelo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we in the spot. And people know us from doing joints like this. So we kind of got a little bit of hood celebrity, but we ain't famous. Right. And so I'm married, man. I ain't trying to I'll get my eye full, but I ain't shopping, right? Now, which I understand, like when we go somewhere cool, the cool motherfucker like yourself, the chick's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, trying to bum rush the table or whatever. Dudes will see that. They be like, Chuck Allen, I never even heard of him. Chuck Allen, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go over there and, you know what I'm saying? And so you got to be careful of stuff like that, because it ain't even about, you know what I'm saying, the environment, us having a good time and who it is and all that stuff. It's dudes just get jelly because of certain dudes getting attention. That's just it, and it ain't have nothing to do with these girls and how fine they are and they dress and what it is and all that stuff. Sometimes it's just dudes hating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They come over there and then I gotta bust a bottle of Ace of Spades on somebody's face. You know, I mean, it's just
right.
And I don't advocate for violence. I'm not saying that, y'all. I'm just saying, like me, Hardwell with his cool ass, and D'Angelo with D'Angelo with his slick self. You know, D'Angelo got a slick mouth. You know what I'm saying? All of us together just hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Having a good time. Meet Chuck, you know what I'm saying? We just couldn't. Hardwell, don't do that. Hardwell. I'm just saying. I'm just using an example. It's just an example. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying Hardwell and his cool ass. Calm down, Hardwell. Where Hardwell from? Hardwell must be from the Bronx.
He's from Far Rock.
Get out of here. Yeah, that's why. That's what it is. Okay, so we can't take Hardwell with us because he won't be able to get in no place because he's gonna have 99 guns on him. Because if he's from Queens, I already know what the thing is. I already know the vibe off rip. So we're gonna have to leave Hardwell home. We'll leave Hardwell home and take Robert Paul with us.
Yo, man. Yo, this guy's a Knicks fan, and he hates all the bros in the city. That's the Jersey City, man. Jersey City. That's definitely that Jersey City.
Nah, man. I'm just saying.
Cause he act like Jersey City wasn't rough. Yo, Jersey City was so gutter at one point. It probably still is. I don't go.
Man, Jersey City. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But anyway, Chuck, what I'm getting at, the point though is even if you step out with a positive vibe, the environment that you step into may be what drives these altercations or whatever. Not the fact that your chick is fine and she put on her favorite dress to go out and have a good time. That's what I'm getting at. So even if she do have to do the little shimmy with her dress, like she walk a little bit and then have to pull her skirt down, You know what I'm saying? Because she been doing Pilates and been at the gym and doing all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because Chuck, listen. Too. You know what I'm saying? They be wanting to show off. Chuck, did I ever tell you about the no shirt summer?
Yes.
Chuck, I worked out all winter, right, and got ripped up, shredded. I didn't put a shirt on all summer. You think a woman, she done had 2 babies, you know what I'm saying? And she cooked for the family, and she done seen herself get a little out of the way, and then she worked her way back. You think she ain't gonna want to step out and show that off? Put on her best dress? Yeah.
Your best dress, not the most scandalous thing that you could possibly put on. Like, there's a difference. There's a difference,
shoot.
man.
Hardwell just asked for. Hold on, Hardwell. Let me. Hold on. Let me do. I'm sorry, y'all, if it seemed like I'm all over the place this morning. It's because I'm all over the place this morning. I'm sorry. I got. Hey, Chuck. Would you mind if I play this while I work on getting the link to Hardwell? It's a joint from DSJ called Hood Goddess.
Okay.
Would you mind if I play that? It won't take. I think it's like 3 minutes and some change.
Nah, bang that.
Hey,
joint.
let me introduce you to the world. So everybody, I want to get everybody attention just real quick, man. Listen, what we do, what I do is I like to showcase everybody's talent. Like, if you got a talent, if you fire, I be wanting to showcase your stuff, like on the joints that I be doing or whatever. Right? If you give me permission to do so. Right? So my man sent me a joint, man. I think the joint is a nice joint. You know what I'm saying? I want to play it for y'all. I attached a little video for it. That's what I was doing behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? While Chuck was rocking out with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I want to play this joint real quick so y'all can, you know what I'm saying, tell me what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? And I expect y'all to be, you know what I'm saying, be kind. Remember, we artists and we sensitive about our stuff. You know what I'm saying? So check it out, man. And I'm gonna get Hardwell the link, and then we'll be back in like 3 minutes.
Yeah. Shorty, let me holler at you. Girl, it's the way you walk. Command attention. It's all about your vibe. Your true intention. I call you Hood Goddess. You're misunderstood. Cause you're from the hood. From first eye contact, I knew I had to have that. Had a feeling you were something special. Didn't know if I could match that. You draw a crowd just to say hi. You make it happen, you stay fly. You big and everyone know. If I was a stock, you would raise mine. Even with a t-shirt and sweats on. Girl, you working for me. Don't matter what they say about you. Baby, you're perfect. Girl, it's the way you walk. Command attention. Your vibe. Your true intention. I call you Hood Goddess. You're misunderstood. Cause you're from the hood. That Dominican girl. East African queen, call you my cinnamon girl. Sweet like grandma cobbler. You were a #1 prospect. Even if you're raised in the projects. And you got the whole game on lock. Cops and robbers, They'll build an altar, you're so bomb. You shoot them down so calm. You don't be playing no games, but sexy in jerseys you throw on. I'm your soldier, I will march in line. You know it's your world. Let me hit you with that more in line. You go, girl, it's the way you walk. Command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you the goddess. You're misunderstood, 'cause you're from the hood.
They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, I would love to be the one that holds you, console you in times of grief, and listen when you're trying to speak. Your smile, it brightens up the darkest moods, and looking in your eyes is like gazing at the stars and moon. Just thinking about you, damn, I can hardly move. The depths of my feelings are hard to convey. Like trying to catch fish at the edge of a bay. Like I'm caught in an infinite wave. Cause even when you do the simplest things,
That's
fire, right?
Yeah, man.
DSJ was good. DSJ was good. DSJ ain't even in the chat. DSJ left. Man, DSJ ain't even in the chat no more. DSJ left. Hardwell, what's good with your cool ass?
Good morning. What's good, y'all? How y'all doing?
How you doing, sir?
I wanted to jump in because what Freeze was saying, and I wanted to be clear, just because I grew up in Queens, and I just wanted to tell.
Oh boy,
it's different now, Freezie. No. I want to be accurate because you on the right track with it, but I just think it's age barriers, and I'm a little older, and even when I was growing up, it was more fair ones involved.
Right.
And I think, a lot of people don't know my age. That's why sometimes I act out, and sometimes I'm very mature. You know what I'm saying? I'm caught up in the, you know what I'm saying, where we still was trying to do things we older we shouldn't be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the end of the day, I'm trying to say is that, I live in Jersey now. I got permits to carry hammer. But in New York, I never really, I was on that type of time. But when I was growing up, it was more fair ones. Dudes would give you a fair one. You could get that in the street. You know what I'm saying? Now, always like before the internet. So if an OG tell you something, we followed it. Like rest in peace to my man Dutzy. It's a lot of dudes that, ran the streets in Far Rockaway. I grew up in Queens too, Jamaica, Queens too, off of farmers. My grandmother had a house over there. So a lot of people ran the streets, right? And they would tell us what it is, and that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? If you had good OGs, then that's who kept you safe. Now it's like the young dudes don't really have OGs because the gun violence and the gangs, there's not no real OGs out there to try to tell them back in the days the OGs would be like, nah, that's a ball player. Yo, Jahar, go upstairs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before it was going down. Now it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody could get it. It's nobody could say, yo, go upstairs, yo, shut that down.
Right.
So it's nobody in control. And I just wanted to come up here and say that because it is a stigma on Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx. But it wasn't really like that back in the days. Now it's way worse. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So listen, how you doing?
I'm great. I can't complain. I was a little hoarse. I've been at a lot of games lately. But I'm great.
I saw NC State lost.
Yeah, they lost. But I'm a UConn and NC State because my nephew going to UConn and my niece plays for NC State. Okay. So I was like, both teams is my team. I was just happy that her team made it to the elite. And they almost won. The girl hit a 3-point shot and sent it
with
to
0.8 seconds.
Yeah, and I'm sitting right there watching all this go down, bro. And it's you thought it was over. And my sister, she was going, if they win, they go to the Final Four. I think all the players get a certain amount of bread. The parents get bread. They fly them to Minnesota, the hotel, all that stuff. So I was hoping that my sister would have been able to go. Yeah. She didn't. So next year she'll be there. But it was a dope experience, man. Really, really, really good game. And they told me that they signed a contract to play UConn for the next 3 years. Can you believe that they have a contract that UConn is so big? Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
Super dope, man.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, and yo, and so the thing with Queens and Brooklyn and the Bronx and Jersey City, you know, I say all these things tongue in cheek, right? Because here we got a vibe, man, where it's like it's so much negative stuff out there in the universe anyway. I ain't trying to bring that stuff here. I ain't gonna do no morning joint. You know what I'm saying? To be, you know what I'm saying? Talking about
people
street
too
stuff.
sensitive though, Freeze. Like even if I'm arguing, or not even, I don't even call it arguing. Like if I'm joking on somebody in the chat, or if I come up here and I say, like, man, if my life is good, why am I really taking it that personal? If somebody say something that ain't really what it is, that it don't really matter to me. I'll address it right away at that moment in the heat of it. But after it's over, I don't really care if that's not really my life. If you're trying to say something about me that's not true, how's it gonna ruin my day?
Yeah, I feel you.
People sensitive.
I feel you on that. The sensitivity aspect of it, I feel you on that. You know what I'm saying? And in real life and on here, like in this space that we occupy, I honestly, to be forthright with you and others, I'm really not that sensitive. My main thing is quality.
Or competitive.
I put the quality of content over my personal stuff. Like if things getting sideways, things getting whacked, then I'll go ahead and shut it down and just start fresh another day. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying. But in terms of me having to smoke a Newport because somebody said something, get out of here.
Yeah, now I know you're not like that.
Yeah,
I think you more of a competitive nature. Like you know how this could be competitive too, just in reference to challenging what you may think or somebody else may think. But it's just like if you in a game or you being challenged in any way, if you wrong or you lose, you just wrong or you lost that one time or whatever. Get over it.
I don't care. No, and so like to that point that you just mentioned, like so say for instance, if I say something and somebody prove me wrong, I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? But what will get to me, and this goes to quality content, if somebody like keeps saying the same thing over and over to that thing, I was right. I'm like, okay, you was right, man. We got to move on and you know what I'm saying, talk about something else. Like, you know, people don't, they don't tune in. I can watch the activity like right now. Like I'm watching the activity of the chat. Like how many people, like we talk about a subject, the numbers go down. I know it's a whack topic, and I'm watching it in real time. Right? You know what I'm saying? So then I'll be like, yeah, man, we need to move on and do something such and such. And then people would be like, nah, man, I was right. Hey, man, listen, okay, all right. Yeah, okay. What do you do?
That's the difference between a content creator and somebody just want to prove that they right.
Yeah. See, I don't really get into, because we have a good time. Like I have I legit have a good time speaking with you, Chuck Allen, who I'm getting to know more and more by the day. Right. Me and Chuck Allen and myself don't have a long history, but what it is he and I have like this instant chemistry because we have certain things in common. Like we probably did the same things, maybe at different times. You know what I'm saying? Like you and I have some things in common, right? Like maybe a love for Wu-Tang Clan or high school basketball. You know what I'm saying? Or some things that we may have in common that we may have done in our past, but at different times and in different spaces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so we have like that. Yeah. So we have like that, you know what I'm saying, that chemistry, because, you know what I'm saying, we legit have like these things in common, and we're close enough in experiences where when you speak to it, I can be like, yeah, I remember that dude, that Castle dude. I remember him. You know what I'm saying? And when I talk about Dickinson and St. Anthony's and Marist, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, St. Patrick's, you like, I remember when they was good.
Yeah,
you know
that's our history. Fact.
Yeah. So it's that type of thing. Now the the thing about, you know what I'm saying, right or wrong and all that stuff, man, I don't really give a shit about that. Because when I hit the kill switch, I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna walk through this big ass house that's paid for, and go hug my smoking hot wife, and go to the store in this fly automobile that I got, and live my life to the fullest.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
And that's just what it is.
Amen.
That's
Amen.
just what it is.
That's what I
So
was about to say. Reference to when you're successful or God is good and you know you live good, you gotta be thankful in that way. After the fact, when you go through some things like what you speak of, when you know nonsense or negativity, you just be thankful. That's what I do. Like when somebody bring me to a negative space, I just think of how blessed that I really am. So it changes my mind frame of the negative thinking. And a reference to like you or like people like Chuck, like me personally, I'm a good judge of character. So it don't take me long to not really like somebody or not really want to be, you know, I don't feel they vibe like that. So when I do feel a vibe with certain people, I could tell the difference. And Chuck and you, I get them vibes from y'all. Like just when I do talk to y'all, when we kick it, I feel that way. And I think when people don't feel that way about you, you can sense it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yo, so this virtual hug making me feel uncomfortable, bro. How the family doing?
It's all love. It's all love.
Chuck, you see, I got to change the subject. It feel like we hugging it
Nah,
out,
because
man.
if you tell me something, I gotta reply and let you know that I see the same thing that you see. And even though Chuck didn't say it, I see the same thing in Chuck what you was talking about in all of us. So it's true.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, and so for those that don't know, you can catch Hardwell on For the Love of the Game podcast on YouTube.
Yep.
It's 4 Hour Love of the Game, like 4 and the word hour spelled out like in For the Love of the Game. You can check them out, man, with Hector and Chef. You know what I'm saying? They be chopping it up on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Man, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, smash the like buttons on the stuff that you see, share the content so their channel can continue to grow, and so that their conversations can be more robust and things of that sort. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
You know,
Appreciate that.
Hard Will is a favorite of mine. I legit handpicked him out of a crowd of like 100, 200 dudes, and were like, "Yo, this dude right here gonna be a star." And I know some people got jelly because I did that, right? But whatever.
It's all good.
It is
Freezie.
what
I
it
do
is.
that too. But you know when you do that, people don't like me because of that too. But
I
don't care neither. That's what I'm saying. We don't care.
Yeah.
We don't care. That's what it is. Look, man, you know, when you do stuff from basketball, like I did clotheslines, like you said, I worked with the Woo for 6 years. So I did a lot of stuff. So I'm used to people hating on me just for my little accomplishments. I'm a regular person just like them still. Eat, gotta feed my family. You know what I'm saying? The same way.
And go do it.
Yeah, like I say, you see what I wrote on Twitter? I got 3 jobs. So if you see me living good, it's because I get off my butt and I go to work. I'm a coach, a trainer, regular job, podcast, and a parent.
Yeah, man.
So
and all of them full time.
yeah, exactly. What? Freeze. You know how we Freeze. Look, you motivate us. You got jobs too, Freeze. You just don't talk. You just work. So like you motivate us too, bro. Anybody in the chat that's working hard and you listen to this chat, when you listen to these shows throughout your work hours and stuff like that, keep doing what you're doing, because when it's gonna always get hard, it's gonna always get rough. But you know, the best times is when you get home and you relax. You know, it's like somebody who stay home from work. When they realize that they should have went to work, that's the worst feeling in the world, because you just realize you stay home for no reason and you being lazy. You feel better when you go to work and you make it home from a complete day and you saved your sick or your vacation day. So keep it G'd up.
Yeah, man.
Word.
Yeah, man. Hey, and yeah, and so the thing is too, man, is just to go into it, what Hard Will was saying too, man, is it he must have, it's probably a robocaller hit his phone, like, yo,
it's all right.
but But
And
yeah,
I know
man. So
y'all leaving soon, so I'm sorry to come and start running my mouth so much, but I wouldn't want to come on vibes, man. Talk with y'all, so
hey, so just for the record, so we don't even let people rock up here. This is like a 2-man
Yeah.
joint. You know what I'm
thank you.
saying?
I
Yeah,
appreciate y'all, man.
yeah, man. Well, because I get the requests all the time. Like,
Mhm.
like people like, yo, man, y'all was talking about such and such, man. We should have had like 8 people. Nah, we good. Nah, we good. Me and Chuck. This is
Yeah.
so, and so for people that don't know, so this channel is my baby, right? But I talked to Chuck. We had conversations about life, right? Before we had conversations about life for like a month. And I was like, yo, Chuck, you know what I'm saying? I got this idea, man. I was kicking around. You know what I'm saying? You want to do such and such? Chuck was like, yo, I'm with it. When we starting? And I was like, Monday. And that was like a Saturday night.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so yeah, so you know, me and this Chuck baby right here. Chuck is the super producer, supreme. Chuck do all types of music, man. He's super skilled, and I'm doing the TV side of it, like the animations and all the man. So we like a you know what I'm saying, like a team. We just coming together like Black Sheep.
You're doing a
You know?
great job.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you,
Thank
man.
you.
Appreciate you.
I'll
So
be
Hard
checking
Will.
in.
So what can fans of Hard Will expect from you going forward? You got more content coming out?
Yeah, actually, I'm starting a show called The Hardcast, or it's my own show where I'm gonna sit with someone, interview someone. Um, Not really more like a panel thing, just like more like me sit and talk about things that's going on, and sometime invite people on the show like that. My own little show.
So where can we find this at?
Well, I have my own YouTube page, and it's
Okay.
called Hard Will. It's Hard Will. Like when you see when I'm writing or whatever, that's my own page. That's not under For the Love of the Game.
Okay.
So, For the Love of the Game is our page, me, Heck, and Al. And Hard Will is my YouTube page, and I'm gonna start that pretty soon. Probably sometime this summer. I've just been so much going on with me coaching and stuff that I haven't really had time. I don't want to just rush it. So that's something that I'm working on next. But I really just want to keep on focusing on getting For the Love of the Game right and build my name a lot, Hard Will name, and then I'll rush to get the hard cast. But really it's not all about me, Freeze. Like I do what I do. Like I love what I do to teach the kids. So one day we could be on here and we could talk about a kid that I taught that's going to be in the NBA or playing on college, or maybe my nephew will go. Like I work in that field to like try to get back. It's not
Okay.
really all about. I like to talk about it. I don't think me doing a podcast talking about other people or talking about what I do is all about me. But I think that I love teaching the game and coaching now.
So let me ask you this. And not to cut you off.
That's okay.
Not to cut you off, because we want to hear, because what you're saying is interesting to us. Right. So what you're saying is interesting to us. Like so my question, or I have a couple of them, but I actually have a few of them, but I'll ask like one or two in order not to, you know what I'm saying, drain you, like bring you up here and ask you 1,000 questions.
Man, Freeze, you like family.
Society. I ain't want to put the light on you and be like, so you said at 11:15. We ain't want to do like that.
You like family, Freezie.
Yeah. So yeah, I and I felt that from day one. Now I know that sound corny, like fortune cookie shit, but since day one, that's kind of what I. But my question is, what is the biggest challenge facing the young kids today, in your opinion? In your area, not worldwide.
I was gonna say that. It's funny you said that, because I was gonna say every area is different.
Okay.
And if I lived in New York, I hate to say this, but I probably wouldn't coach or train, because it's a business. At the same time, I'm giving back. But my dream is to you know, make kids successful. They don't have to go to the NBA, all of them, but some of them, most of them, I want to go to college.
Okay.
So when I say I wouldn't do it in New York, because I don't feel like you're gonna succeed with so many kids that want to play ball if they're not fully paying attention. So it's like if I gotta convince you to learn, reference to having kids that's just staring and not even looking away when I speak is a big difference to kids gotta be convinced to learn fundamentals and go and not only that, listen to everything I'm saying and not be worrying about their phones and girls. And it's very, very hard for a kid to be successful nowadays because of the devices that they have. We didn't have that stuff. They have phones. They don't even look up. They go to parties and they all looking at their phone, Freezy. Could you imagine? Remember them Jamaican parties back in the days? Man, we didn't. If we would have had phones, we still wouldn't have been on them. There was too much whining going on.
Right. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, but these kids, they look at you had your phone in your hand all day. You mean to tell me you can't put that phone down? And I'm gonna tell you another thing. When I was at the UConn game in the locker room, right? Yo, bro, they got a bucket, a plastic thing with a thing they cover it. When you come in there, all them phones got to go in there. You can't have your phone in your hand when you play Division I basketball.
Right.
So these is all examples in my point to where it's like, that's why when I moved to Jersey and I'm living a nice area and I started training and coaching, it motivated me because how much of the kids was really learning. But if they're not gonna pay attention and really focus and not be distracted by other things that they would be in the inner cities, it ain't gonna work. And then it turns out that I'm just doing it for money and not the real reason why I'm really doing it.
Right. So what can fans of Hardwell expect to see Hardwell at in the future? Say in 2 years or 5 years. What can fans of Hardwell expect? Where can they expect to see you at? What's the future for you? And I understand the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Understand the show, but in the big picture, what are you looking to accomplish in this space, and what are you looking to provide for fans of you like myself and Chuck Allen?
Well, I don't think y'all fans, y'all like my friends personally, you and Chuck.
Oh
So,
man,
Appreciate that.
yeah, I don't look like that. I don't even think like that. Even though like some of the stuff I do, I don't even
now
talk
some of your
about.
stuff is some of that stuff is dope, man. We got to give you credit for for the stuff that you do now. I
No,
mean,
I'm not saying you
because
can't
we
give me
wouldn't be
credit.
into you if you was whack. If you was whack, I would have told you.
No, I'm not saying you can't. I give y'all cool,
Right, right.
but it's a difference from giving somebody credit and treating them like they just like a fan of yours and not a friend.
I got you. I understand. I understand.
And I don't get those vibes from you or Chuck. Never when I met you guys. And I know, like, you see how dudes come up on here, they be trying to come for me and say all type of weird shit. Those are fans, like you said, Freezie. Because there's no reason for you to try to do that if we just having a regular conversation or we just talking about
Right.
sport. My opinion is my opinion. And sometimes I go at it with people, but I don't care about it after it's over. I laugh. I make jokes about people. I'm a jokester. I grew up cracking jokes on people, so I'm not sensitive. You know what I'm saying? I'm light skinned, so I used to have to fight a lot, just like you guys probably.
Right.
But the point I was gonna make was about what my future looks like. I want to have a hardware facility. I'm gonna put this out there right now. If God willing, my nephew gonna go pro. Stephon Castle. I want to be a big trainer as well.
Okay.
My niece may go pro. Her name is Isaiah James. If I get a facility in Jersey and I want to have AAU teams and trainers that work in the hardware facility,
Okay.
and we're gonna have on site where kids could go and record and learn how to do logo design, because basketball is not enough space for all the kids that want to play. So my dream and my goal is to have a building where we could go and you could see AAU games. It's gonna be our home where kids train. My nephew go pro. He'll be able to come through there and teach the kids. and talk to the kids. Me and my sister talk about it, helping me with funding and stuff like that. I'm already working because I train more than 40 kids already in Jersey,
Wow.
3 teams, and I only have one person working with me. So in the spring, I work from sometime when the sun come up to the sun go down because I played the game good and I've learned how to train very well. So a couple of my 8th graders is ranked in the country. I have girls that play ball, going Division 1. I'm working with colleges now. We have games this weekend in Iron Peak facility in Hillsborough, New Jersey. If you want to come and see us play, you can. But that's where I hope to be in 3 to 5 years with the facility and train some of the top kids or some pros. That's basically the area I'm trying to go in. So if some of the kids that come through my facility, if they don't make it pro, they go to college or they could become musicians or songwriters or learn how to create logos and design because that's part of my history too. And I'm going to have it where in the facility, you could come and you could learn how to record, learn how to use Pro Tools, learn how to make beats, learn how to do logo and design because this is stuff that's part of our culture.
Right.
And a lot of other places don't offer that. And that's one of the special things I want to offer in the Hardwell facility.
Okay.
Hey man, I'm glad you put that out in the ether, and I pray that definitely happens, man. We need more positive brothers like you doing what you're doing out there in the world, Hardwell. Salute to you, my man. I really hope that happens.
Appreciate that, bro.
Hey, and so me and Chuck about to wrap up, so we gotta boot you, right? But before we let you go, right? I want you to share your social media so that people watching this, the youngsters that'll be watching stuff like this, can reach out to you and maybe ask you basic questions to get them from maybe like like you know how somebody have a stumbling block into to you, it looks like something small, but to them, because of their perspective, it looks like something major. So if you want to share your social media, like maybe your Twitter handle or something like that, so people can reach out to you.
Sure. It's Hardwell on Twitter. On Instagram, it's Jahard, Jahard. That's my name. I go as Hardwell because that's my brand. That was my clothing line that I switched to a basketball training company. My other Instagram is Hardwell Basketball Training on Instagram. You could go on Facebook and look up Hardwell. Those are all my pages. We are connected with the Skyriders in New York. That's the organization, the AAU program I also grew up playing for. And Coach Amir Sultan, he brings players out here to play in the tournaments in Jersey. That's very nice new facilities because a lot of stuff in New York is moving slow because of the pandemic situation. So if you want to reach in or you have any kids from 8th or even younger, we have 8th grade and 10th grade team right now. But if you're looking for training on kids younger than that, from 5th grade and up, just reach out to me. The email is hardwelltrainers@gmail.com. I seen Robert Paul write in the chat about his son and fundamentals. Basically, this is my advice to all you guys kids who play ball. Basically, you have to teach your kid how to make basketball plays. And this is coming when you're talking on a scholarship level. They have to know basketball plays because when you get to that level, everybody know how to shoot the ball. So you got to teach them fundamentals and just making a basketball play that develops itself. Too many people trying to be Steph Curry, and Steph Curry wasn't doing that when he was little. So make sure you teach your kid how to hit a mid-range shot before they shooting too many threes because everything is learned in sequence. You can't learn a harder shot before an easier shot because then you're going to be able to make threes and you can't make a mid-range. It don't make sense.
Right. All right, brother. All right, hey man, we appreciate you jumping on with us for a few minutes.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys too.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, put some fire in the chat for Hardwell. Yes. That's our brother.
Word.
Put some. I want to see before he go. I want to see some fire in the chat. Put some fire in the chat. Show some appreciation for our guy Hardwell. Will, thank you for jumping on with us, bro.
Yeah, yo, I appreciate y'all, man. And I might jump on Nick Morning Drive in a little bit after I finish a couple things. Chuck, I appreciate you too, bro. Um, keep doing this show. I think the fact that it wasn't a lot of people watching, and if it don't matter about no other show, it matters about what you talking about here. So if you talking about all the stuff you talking about here and you get subscribers and you getting 20, 30 people to start watching, I commend you guys and you guys are my friend. Like I look at y'all guys different. You know what I'm saying? So keep up the good work. You know I'm a phone call away. Freeze, you could give Chuck my number too. I'm a phone call away. Only reason, Freeze, I think we missed each other because I was in some group chat that was causing me trouble because I have my kids group chat and I blocked it and I made a mistake. And I think I blocked you by mistake with the group chat because I can't have that many group chats. So I cleared that up. So whenever you text me, I won't have a problem seeing our communication, Freeze. All right.
Yeah,
And,
we good. Hey, so we we ain't good. We ain't good for the night, bro. We good forever.
we good forever, bro.
Yeah,
Forever and
we ain't good
ever,
for the
ever.
night. Yeah, yeah,
Yo,
man.
and I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right.
All right,
Yes,
boss.
sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Thanks again, man.
Later. You
All right.
already know one.
All right. Yeah, Chuck.
That was dope. That was dope.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
That was dope. Yeah, man. Hardwell's a special dude, man.
Yeah, man.
Anybody that was listening, or you know someone that can help him, you know, with some grants and stuff like that. That is something that our community sorely needs a place where kids can develop themselves. You know, because everybody's not going to be able to play in the NBA.
Nah.
It's just a fact.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Chuck, man,
Go ahead.
God dog it. I was trying to keep it to an hour, man. We always have like 4 hours worth of content.
Yeah,
man. 1 hour show.
It is.
So hey. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, man, it's just one of them things. I wasn't going to say anything, but it's just one of them things, man. Sorry, KMD. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, we gonna get to Randall. Trust me, we gonna get to Randall. But I have a question for you, and it requires a thing called the relationship corner.
Let's get it.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Chuck. Why dudes always break up with their girl when they dropping her off to work? And their girl always come in the office or come in the workspace crying. What is that? Is that a thing? You can't fight and argue at home and then be professional at work? Or do you have to break up with your girl in the car? Is that a thing?
Yeah, because there ain't nothing to grab and throw in the car. Would you go and reach in the glove compartment and hit me with a pack of ketchup and some napkins? You gonna hit me with the insurance book? What you gonna do? You gonna get mad? What, you gonna open the door and jump out? Oh, okay. It's the safe place. And then guess what? You gotta get out because you gotta go to work.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna sit here and argue with me. You gotta go to work.
Julian Blum, what's good? Why dudes? Why dudes always pull up all fast in their girl car and they put her out, you know what I'm saying, for work playing Travis Scott because they mad, you know what I'm saying? And then they speed off
Okay.
and go home and play the PlayStation while they girl at work.
Well, that's that baby boy syndrome, man. That's what that is. I hated seeing that. Um, when I worked at Food Lion Warehouse, that was a common occurrence. 5 o'clock in the morning, people barely wiping the coal out their eye,
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
get in here to clock in so you can get a good jack.
Right.
And
getting good
here
jacks is
comes
important because if you got a bad one, you in for a long day. Trust me.
a long day. Might not pull production that day unless you steal somebody else's.
Right. I was gonna say because if you grab one that's got paint chipped off it, no, ain't. Yeah.
I just a quick jack. Man, I got a jack one day because I got there late. And I look over in the little motor pool area, and I was like, "Oh man, I know they ain't left this hunk of junk." I was like, "Oh, yo, it didn't stop when you got off and lift the handle up. It kept rolling."
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh man."
Oh God. Yeah.
You know, I and at this time I've been there a while, so I got my little routine. I can let it roll a little bit, and snatch stuff off the shelves, and start stacking it as it's rolling. Man, that thing ran into one of the columns.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard it.
Yeah.
I said, ah. But anyway, Unc, I used to see it all the time, man. I'm like, yo, why y'all making all this fuss
Right.
this time in the morning? And now she can't work right because she's talking about it for the first 15-minute break.
Yep.
She talking about it. She's sitting at the picnic table telling everybody what happened. Right?
Yeah.
Lunchtime, still talking about it.
Yeah.
She probably done been to the payphone a couple times. Because
Right.
cell phones don't in the warehouse, cell phones, after you get to a certain point, them cell phones don't work.
Nah, yeah. Especially, yeah. And what you mean by a certain point is the closer you get to the center of the building, the worse your reception be.
Yep.
Right. For those that don't know. And yeah, because I have experience with that for sure. For sure. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna have to talk about this, man, but I gotta do the KMD. I'm already late for the KMD. I'm already like 10 minutes late.
All right.
But I'm gonna try to do a fast KMD. I'm gonna try to do a fast KMD, and then I'm gonna try to get back, and maybe we can do a chop up or something. I don't know.
All right.
But the Randall news has people.
Yeah, we gotta talk. I mean, you gotta talk about it now.
Yeah.
Oh man, D'Angelo left the chat. I was going to apologize to him, man.
Yeah.
Because he brings up Randall's body language all the time, and I'd be like, oh man, here you go with the Randall body language. But
yeah,
it's something to it, man. You're right, D'Angelo. You're right. But yeah, man, you ready to wrap this?
Yeah. Hey, go ahead, bro. I'm gonna be off the screen.
All right. Hey, thanks again to everybody who came out and support this morning. Thank you. Salute to all my vibrant ones. If this is your first time stopping by, do yourself a favor. Do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button, man. And then make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend who's going to tell a friend, man. I wish everybody a blessed day. Hope to see you tomorrow here on this channel around 8 a.m.-ish to about 9 a.m.-ish. It's your boy Chuck Allen, Uncle Freezie, This has been Vibes and Stuff Live in the Morning. Everyone have a blessed day. Peace.
Yeah. Yeah. Shorty, let me holler at you. Girl, it's the way you walk, command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you good God. You're misunderstood, 'cause you're from the hood. From first eye contact, I knew I had to have that. Had a feeling you were something special. Didn't know if I could match that. You draw a crowd just to say hi. You make it happen, you stay fly. You big and everyone know. If I was a stock, you would raise mine. Even with a t-shirt and sweats on. Girl, you work it for me. Don't matter what they say about you. Baby, you're perfect to me. It's the way you walk, command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you good God. You're misunderstood, 'cause you're from the hood. That Dominican girl, East African queen, call you my cinnamon girl. Sweet like grandma Copper, you were a #1 prospect. Even if you're raised in the projects, and you got the whole game on lock. Cops and robbers, they'll build an altar, you're so bomb. You shoot them down so calm. You don't be playing no games, but sexy in jerseys you throw on. I'm your soldier, I will march in line. You know it's your world. Let me hit you with that more in line. You go, girl, it's the way you walk, command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you good God. You're misunderstood, 'cause you're from the hood.
They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, I would love to be the one that holds you, console you in times of grief, and listen when you're trying to speak. Your smile, it brightens up the darkest moods, and looking in your eyes is like gazing at the stars and moon. Just thinking about you, damn, I can hardly move. The depths of my feelings are hard to convey, like trying to catch fish at the edge of a bay, like I'm caught in an infinite wave. 'Cause even when you do the simplest things, I